All right. Philadelphia Eagles, a disappointing end to a season that was filled with basically disappointments from start to finish. The way the team started off the year, 4-6, thought everything was done. The injuries were mounting up. Yet Wentz goes down again. The team reels off a bunch of wins at the end of the season, makes it into the playoffs thanks to a Chicago beatdown on the Minnesota Vikings. Philly goes into Soldier Field, takes care of business, gets a lucky fingertip on a field goal attempt from Cody Parkey, the former Eagle, forces the famous now, or the infamous double doink phrase now. The Eagles couldn't get it done against the Saints yesterday. An unfortunate end to the season with that pass going through Alshon Jeffrey's hands, landing right in the laps of the Saints defensive back. What can you do? The whole Nick Foles, Carson Wentz debate. Everybody's got to chill on that. The Eagles have lots of options. Carson has still got a year remaining on his rookie deal that only sees him making about $750,000 next year. So paying Nick Foles $20 million on that team option or franchise tagging him, whichever course of action they choose to do. I don't see them just letting him walk. The Eagles have lots of options. I would only leave them with paying their quarterbacks, 21, 22 million total. That's cheaper than a lot of teams around the NFL. Look up some of the numbers QBs are getting nowadays if you don't believe me. I'm sure most of y'all are smart enough where you already know this. So 21, 22 mil for a pair of quarterbacks who have won you a Super Bowl together already, be it Wentz being injured. Foles really had the magic to win that Super Bowl, but it is what it is. So don't sweat the quarterback situation in Philly right now. What you got to concern yourself with is more the cornerbacks. The cornerback situation, top three corners went down this season. Your safety, McLeod, went down for the year. I'm sure he'll be fine. Your safeties are all right, but the cornerback situation has to be addressed this offseason if the Eagles want to get back to contention next year, which I'm sure they will be, and they'll be contenders for the next 5, 10 years. You're not going to be done hearing about the Carson Wentz-led Philadelphia Eagles with Doug Peterson as their coach. So another area that the Eagles need to address will be some of their veteran players, the chess pieces to surround the younger talent that make the team that much better, give you a little presence, a little grit, a little experience in the dressing room, however you want to phrase it. The O-line and D-line always win and lose football games, in my opinion. Rookie of the year, in my mind, Quentin Nelson, Indianapolis Colts. They went from giving up the most sacks in the NFL to the fewest this year. That O-line did amazing work in front of Andrew Luck. Congrats to your season and turnaround out there in Indy as well. But the Eagles O-line and D-line, keep that on par. Keep Fletcher going forward. Keep the talent on the offensive and defensive lines. Hopefully Jason Kelce doesn't retire. He might. So we might need to look at a center through unrestricted free agency or through the draft. But keep that in mind, Eagles fans. It's all good. Bounce back year next year. Right back into Super Bowl contention. Us and the Cowgirls eliminated on the same weekend. Technically, they're out before us. So that's still a bit of saving grace. Anyways, on to the Raptors. Sorry. What a phenomenal year the Raptors are having this year. 33-12. All my NHL fans out there who don't really pay attention to the NBA, that's equivalent to what the Tampa Bay Lightning are doing right now. The Lightning, if you don't know, are 35 wins, 9 losses, 2 OT losses. So basically 35-11. Raptors, like I said, 33-12. They're running rampant in the NBA. The difference being the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA are still right there with the Raptors in the Eastern Conference. Giannis Antetokounmpo, so far the MVP of the year, just edging out Kawhi Leonard in my mind because what he's done for the Bucks, a lot of the so-called experts weren't picking Milwaukee to do any better than third or fourth in the Eastern Conference this year, and they're neck and neck with the Raptors. So kudos to Milwaukee, kudos to Antetokounmpo. But the Raptors, what they did yesterday, holding off Washington, blowing that big lead, then Serge Ibaka with a key three with seconds left in double overtime to hold on and beat the Wizards in a thrilling game. Bradley Beal, Kawhi Leonard, a true battle of superstars. We've already seen it multiple times this year from Kawhi. His battles with Durant, his one battle with Giannis, because they both missed the first game. So to me, phenomenal game, phenomenal start, Raptors. I expect you to win the Eastern Conference. I expect you to beat those Bucks in the Eastern Conference final because I don't think Boston's going to get it together. Kyrie's hating on his young players, saying that they don't know what it takes to win a championship yet, and so be it. They probably don't. They think it kind of reminded me of the Raptors a couple years ago, where they went to the conference finals, lost to the LeBron. We all thought they were there, including the Raptors team, I believe. And next year, LeBron sweeps them, blows us out. Boston going through a similar fate right now. Everybody's saying they're integrating Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving to their lineup. Kyrie played 62 games last year with the Celtics. So is he really integrating into the team again this year? I think he's more onto it, with the young players needing to step up and show their ability to work hard and grind it out to do what it takes to win. But until they show they can do that, it's the Raptors and the Bucks controlling the Eastern Conference, with Philly and Indiana close behind, but Toronto and Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals this year. The West, probably going to be Golden State, Houston, James Harden. He's doing amazing things, putting Houston on his back lately. All these 40-point nights, all these triple-doubles are ridiculous what he does. But all in all, can he do enough to make the Western Conference Finals? I like the Denver Nuggets a lot as a dark horse in the West. This team has suffered through a lot of fucking injuries this year, and they're still up top 4 in the Western Conference, battling with the likes of Golden State. Houston's coming up, but look out for Denver Nuggets to make a lot of noise in the playoffs this year. Back to the Raptors. Funny little stat about yesterday. Bradley Beal, like I said, triple-double, 43 points. But the Raptors, when they allow a superstar from another team to get 40-plus points against them, their record's actually 3-1. So they're winning these games still, even though these superstars have gone off. Kevin Durant did it. Giannis Antetokounmpo did it. Bradley Beal yesterday, and the only one to get a win out of the 4 that have gone for 40-plus against the Raps was Kyrie Irving back in October with the Boston Celtics when they beat the Raptors. And to take that stat a step further, 9 times a player or a superstar on the opposing team has scored 31 or more points on the Raptors this year. You know what their record is? 8-1, because they get it done. It don't matter. You can go off and get however many fucking points you want. The Raptors have been showing they can keep the other players around you in check and pull off wins. And winning is what matters in the end. All you people who wonder if Kawhi is going to stay, is he going to go, are all these rumors true about Los Angeles? Fuck the rumors, fuck everything. The only thing that matters is winning, going deep in the playoffs, showing you have a chance to win a championship. Then you have a chance to re-sign Kawhi long term. If the Raptors don't win in the playoffs, don't make a deep run into May or June, chances of Kawhi staying are very slim. That's just the reality of sports. Players want to win titles. They want to win MVPs, of course. They want to get paid them lucrative contracts. They all matter. But the superstars like Kawhi are going to get their money no matter where the fuck they go. He can make that money in China if he wanted to. But the NBA is obviously where it's all about. And if the Raptors show they can win, compete for championships for the next few years, show they still have the supporting cast around them with all the young kids like Siakam, Van